Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Callahan Marshall here with Eric. I was just telling you this morning's drive from Syracuse was pretty uneventful.
Yeah, it was a quiet one well, actually yesterday morning wasn't really too bad either, but I think this morning is warmer, but now we're going to have some rainfall move in. It's back to that pattern again.
I thought you were going to say that.
Yes, we have some rain moving in right now. Let's take a look at what's going on here across the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. You can see here, well, actually where Syracuse is now, we have that rainfall moving in. I guess you were just ahead of that shower. But either way, we zoom out a little bit. We have a few more showers moving in from the west. I want to focus more on what's going on just south of Buffalo. Look at that massive lake effect rain band there. A couple months from now, that would be a much different story. But again, it's just too warm for that snow to fall. It is currently falling as rain. Either way, we're going to see a few more of these spotty showers mix in throughout the afternoon. Temperatures around the state in the 40s. Actually, it's a lot cooler heading toward Hamilton at 34 degrees. I guess it's just dependent on where the cloud cover is at this hour. But either way, we got some rain showers reported in Syracuse and some heavier rain reported in Buffalo. Temperatures across the region: 48 Lake Pleasant, 45 in Whitesboro, 44 Sylvan Beach, 38 up in Lowville, 48 Richfield Springs, and 36 degrees currently in Sherburne. Again, it's a dry morning out there in Utica, but as we head throughout the next 12 hours, we'll see again a passing shower, clouds, maybe a peak of sunshine. It's a mixed bag of weather today, but as we head into the next few days, it might be a little more predictable, but some locations might see a lot more rain. We're going to track that lake effect rain coming up in a couple of minutes. Callahan?
All right, Eric, thanks. And remember, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. Democratic.
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Time now 5:13. Here is your forecast in a minute before you head out to work today. First off, we take a live look at some area roadways. There's rainfall on the way, but it hasn't arrived just yet. So a lot of the local areas right now starting out dry, but don't leave that umbrella home. We have a few showers starting to roll in. They have just passed Syracuse, and for the most part, it's, again, not expected to be a washout today. It's a mixed bag of weather. Sun, clouds, a passing shower. That's the story for your Wednesday. Lake effect rain begins to arrive as early as tonight and throughout the next few days. We'll track that, of course. And on top of that, we might not really be seeing any more 70s and 80s. Now, we are in late October now, so it's, of course, getting more difficult for that. But either way, as you can see here, highs only in the mid-50s today. Mix of sun, clouds, passing shower. In the next 3 days, mixed bag today, lake effect rain tomorrow, and on Friday. We're going to position where that lake effect rain band is going to be hour by hour coming up in the next couple of minutes. Callahan?
All right, Eric, thanks. A new study published in the National.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everybody. On this Wednesday, we begin today on the dry side here in the Utica-Rome area, but to our west, we got some rain showers. Let's take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We can see those rain showers passing through parts of Onondaga and Oswego counties right now. In fact, a couple of them still focused in parts of Hamilton County, too, but we zoom out a little bit. Look at this massive lake effect band off of Lake Erie there. This is part of, again, that much larger system slowly pushing its way east. Heavier showers starting to fire up in central Massachusetts and parts of New Hampshire there. So interesting sight here to our east. But again, here locally, we're going to be seeing a mixed bag of weather throughout the day. There's an update to our foliage report. Again, a lot of the Mohawk Valley now pretty much in peak colors, but with the wind and with the rain the next few days, we might see this peak season rather accelerated especially in those elevations where those leaves are just changing. In fact, personally, I saw a tree that just turned to peak fall colors maybe a day or so ago, at least with those winds that we saw on Sunday and Monday. Pretty much all those leaves are gone. And we're going to see plenty of rainfall the next few days, depending on location. So we have scattered showers today, an isolated lake effect rain band tomorrow, and then that rain turns a little more scattered as we head into Friday before things will slowly dry up with light drizzle on Saturday. So here's that system moving in. We'll see those scattered showers throughout the day. At least most of that heavy rain is going to focus itself just downwind of Lake Erie, south of Buffalo. But let's time it out here in our Skycast. I think this is the most important graphic I'm going to show you this morning. So we have sunshine, passing shower, clouds today. That's pretty much the story. But as we head into this evening and tonight, we're going to start to see that wind direction favor an isolated lake effect band tomorrow morning. The rest of the area, in fact, we could see some sunshine in the valley. It's going to be a rather dry start to the day, but then that wind direction shifts. That lake effect band moves in during the evening. It might be a rainy evening commute here across the Mohawk Valley Thursday. And then as we head into Thursday night, the rain band begins to fall apart. It reorganizes again north on Friday, and then the same story. It sweeps south again with scattered showers Friday evening, and then things will progressively dry out a little bit as we head into Friday night. So again, in terms of rainfall, no major updates here. Again, those highest totals are expected downwind of the Great Lakes. Your 7-day forecast, I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, we'd be lucky to see maybe 70s or 80s again in the future. I don't think that's even possible. We're looking at the next few days. It's in the 50s, it's 40s. It really is starting to feel like a different season, and I think the fact that this first time in a while where, we're not seeing any major warm-up in the near term. So here we are with October and early November weather here across the region.
Thank you for joining us this half hour. I'm Callahan Marshall in for Gary this morning. Let's take a look at your weather for this half hour with meteorologist Eric Gage. Eric, pretty mellow for now.
Yeah, for now it's a quiet one. In fact, a little warmer than yesterday morning, but on our doorstep, some rain showers. Let's take a look at where that rainfall is here on the Yorkville Battery Live radar. It just passed through Syracuse. It's now right over Oneida Lake, heading eventually towards Sylvan Beach within the next maybe, let's see, 10, 15 minutes here. But the rain is not really that heavy or notable right now. And in fact, throughout the entire day today, we are not expecting a washout, but just remain aware of the potential for a shower mixed in with clouds, even some sunshine. Overall, we're tracking a mixed bag of weather today, and that's our story, which again, we'll talk about that here in a second. But first, I want to showcase this scene right here of Mount Washington in New Hampshire. This was taken yesterday morning. This was following its first inch of snowfall throughout the entire season so far. So it's that time of year in those highest elevations. In fact, some of those isolated high peaks areas here in New York State might even see some snow falling over the next couple of days. Nothing accumulating, but again, those highest elevations might start to see their first taste of snowfall with this colder air mass over us right now. Downtown Utica is dry, and again, the next 12 hours, we'll see those temperatures climb into the mid-50s with a mix of sun, clouds, rainfall. A better shot for lake effect rain tomorrow and Friday, and we have a better idea of where those locations or which locations will see that rain. We'll track that coming up in a couple of minutes. Callahan?
All right, Eric, thank you. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. At January 6th.
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back to Sunrise, everybody. Our photo of the day today takes us to Boonville. An amazing photo right here of the park here, the Village Park in Boonville. Nice shot of the gazebo there and the fall colors. And it was a pretty beautiful drive. I've been up to Boonville a few times recently myself in the past couple of weeks. And the foliage there, the town is gorgeous right now. It's heading toward Pass Peak, obviously being in elevations farther north, but still amazing photo right here. If you have one like this you'd like to share with us, send it to WKTV.com/weather/pics. Now, the temperatures this morning not nearly as cold as yesterday morning, at least in a lot of the spots. We're in the upper 40s in Little Falls, 44 in Whitesboro. But as we progress throughout the day, don't expect it to warm up quickly. In fact, it's warming up only in the mid-50s with a mixed bag of weather. We're going to track those rain chances today, as well as that lake effect rain that arrives tomorrow. And on Friday, we'll talk about who sees it and who sees it the most coming up in a few minutes. Callahan?
Chobani is hosting its third year.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everybody. Time now is 5:50, and to start your day today, it's beginning on the quiet side, but as you take a look right here on the Yorkville Battery live radar, there are some rain showers rolling in from the west. They're not notable. In fact, they're not producing heavy rain right now, and it's not widespread, but it's there. It's on the radar. We're tracking it. In fact, by the way, there are a few showers heading through Hamilton County, just to mention that too. But as the system moves its way eastward, we're going to start to see some on and off showers. Just look at how intense this lake effect rain band is, though, just south of Buffalo, coming off of Lake Erie. If this was a couple months from now, this would be a much different story, talking about maybe the Buffalo Bills game being a complete whiteout if this, again, took place on a Saturday night or even a Sunday morning. But either way, we look here at the radar and satellite, and we have just this broad area of low pressure producing some of these scattered showers across central New York. When it comes to rainfall conditions, scattered showers are expected today. It turns a little more isolated tomorrow, especially north of the Mohawk Valley, before it begins to broaden in terms of rainfall coverage as we head into the end of the week. In fact, we'll take a look at this right here. So there's that low pressure. It's churning. It's spinning all to our north and to our west. A cold air mass over us, providing us that lake effect rain cover here pretty much over the next couple of days. That rain begins to taper off, still lingering moisture expected into Friday night and Saturday. I want to focus more on our skycast here. I think this is the most important thing I want to show you guys today, mainly due to where that position of that rainfall is going to be. Today, there's really no predicting the exact position of the rainfall. It's a mixed bag of sun, clouds, and rain pretty much throughout the day. So not a washout, but not entirely dry either. Tomorrow morning in the Mohawk Valley, we're starting out dry, even seeing some peaks of sunshine as well. Those of you up north, you can see that rain band right there. It's going to stay north for the morning into the early afternoon, and then that rain band will sweep south, impacting the Mohawk Valley during the evening commute, 4 to 6 p.m. And then it's going to gradually fall apart with a few scattered showers overnight. That rain band returns again to our north Friday morning, and just repeat the same thing for Friday. Shifting south, turns a little more scattered, and then the rainfall will slowly taper off. Like yesterday, I showed that rainfall map. There's really no major differences here. Still, the highest totals are expected just downwind of Lake Ontario and Lake Erie to the east. 7-day forecast. Beyond the fact that we're going to see some rain chances the next few days, it is not going to be that warm out. It's definitely flannel weather, fall-like weather here. Very late October-like weather in the 40s and 50s. So no more warmth. Saying hello to some even early November conditions over there the next couple of days.
I've been waiting to break out the flannel. It's finally time.
I haven't done so yet, but I should in the near future.
Yes, you should. Thanks, Eric. It's National Chemistry Week. I'm Callahan Marshall here with the meteorologist Eric Gage. So pretty mellow morning for the most part, but we are going to be seeing a little bit of rain.
Yeah, eventually the rain's going to be moving in. Yeah, so this morning it's quiet, but here comes this unsettled stretch of weather. It's finally arriving. Let's take a look at what's going on out there on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. So again, here locally, it is a quiet morning, but Actually, I should say the exception being locations in Hamilton County. Not forgetting about you guys up there. It's raining up in near Speculator and farther toward the High Peaks area of the Adirondacks. We zoom out. There's a thunderstorm north of Watertown in Canada right over there. And then a few spotty showers heading toward, in fact, just over Oneida Lake. But I want to focus more on what's going on to our west. Look at this massive lake effect rain band right here. That shows you the just how warm the lake waters are and how cool the air aloft is. So prime conditions for that to take place. But again, today we're not expecting a whole lot in terms of rainfall being steady. More so on and off spotty showers. Downtown Utica, you can see here we've got clear skies mixed in with some clouds. And on top of that, the next 12 hours will favor temperatures climbing into the mid-50s with mixed bag of rain showers today. We're going to be following that rainfall, especially talking about that lake effect rain and who can see the highest totals heading into the next few days coming up in a few minutes. Callahan?
All right, Eric, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. Democratic Senator.
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Time now 6:13. Here is a look at your forecast in a minute before you head out to work today. First off, let's take a look at what's going on out there right now. It is a dry morning here in the Utica-Rome area and pretty much all across the Mohawk Valley. A few isolated showers in Hamilton County and just along the border of Oneida County here to the west, but those showers are falling apart. What we're expecting today is more or less a mixed bag of sun, clouds, and rainfall. So that's what we're tracking today. Lake effect rain will arrive by tonight, especially by tomorrow, and we're going to track in a couple of minutes exactly where that rain will set up. But again, we're looking at north, then pushing south throughout the afternoon tomorrow. On top of that, we might not see any more 70s and 80s as this temperature trend continues to point toward more October-like weather. Still, though, today we're in the 50s for highs. Sun, clouds, rain, the story, mixed bag of weather. Next few days, on and off rain today, lake effect rain Thursday and Friday. And again, I'm going to mention where those locations are for that lake effect rain. I'm going to time it out hour by hour coming up again in a couple of minutes. Callahan?
All right, Eric, thank you. A new study published in the National Bureau.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everybody. Time now 6:20, and we begin the day today with dry conditions here across the Mohawk Valley. Live look at the Yorkville Battery live radar. We can see the rain showers now exiting Hamilton County. In pretty much the majority of the capital region, a few spotty showers there. And that rainfall starting to move in lightly, heading into parts of Madison, Chenango counties, and just over Oneida Lake right there. And we zoom out a little bit, we can see a couple of systems here. For one, we have that massive lake effect rain band coming off of Lake Erie, heading toward locations just south of Buffalo. Massive band right now. Again, if this took place a couple of months from now in the wintertime, a much different story in terms of conditions there right along the thruway. So radar and satellite showing that broader area of low pressure just over the upper peninsula of Michigan. That is driving our weather throughout the area today. So while our latest fall foliage report shows pretty much the majority of the Mohawk Valley here entering the peak season, this might be an abbreviated one with the winds and rainfall the next few days, potentially, especially as we head into tomorrow evening, that could usher in the leaves to fall on the quicker side. In terms of that rainfall, again, today it's scattered, spotty, on and off rain. Tomorrow, isolated lake effect rain bands. And then that rain turns scattered Friday evening before we do dry out a little bit as we approach the weekend. So there's that center of low pressure, cold air mass driving that lake effect to take place right along the several Great Lakes here to our west. In fact, if we zoom in here in our Skycast, this is a timing estimate of what we can expect over the next few days. So today, a passing shower mixed in with sun and clouds. Pretty much the story. It's just a damp, unsettled day today. By tonight is a better shot for a few more scattered showers. And tomorrow morning, we begin to see that rain band begin to set up. It's isolated. So north toward Old Forge, maybe toward Lowville, that area right there, rain to start. Mohawk Valley, in fact, maybe even some sunshine, a dry start down south. Then that rain band will push south toward the evening commute. A rainy evening here across the Mohawk Valley. Rain showers turn to be more on the scattered side. They fall apart, reorganize again, and let's repeat it for Friday. Rain showers to our north. That band will shift south again with a few more scattered showers by Friday evening. In terms of rainfall accumulations, no major changes compared to yesterday. Still expecting to see most of that rainfall between 1 to 2 inches right off the shores of Lake Ontario to our north, and the highest total is 2 to 3 inches expected south of Buffalo right off of Lake Erie. 7-day forecast, rain chances today through Friday, lingering drizzle Saturday. You're going to dry out a little bit, but I think the main story again are those temperatures on the cooler side in the 40s and 50s. So maybe rain jacket the next couple of days, but
For
you
sure.
break out that flannel when it's not raining. Do you wear rain or flannel when it's raining out? I feel like it's going to get on the damp side. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no. You don't wear
Yeah.
flannel in the rain. It'll only take in the.
It'll only get colder if you
Yes,
wear it. Yeah,
exactly.
So.
Yep. So you have to be careful with any cloth in rain because it will absorb the rain.
Yeah, so I guess we'll wait till when it's dry out again to bring out that flannel once more. So
Yes. Glad I could give you a little lesson on flannel.
I learned something new today.
You did. All right. Thank you. Us in this half hour, I'm Callahan Marshall in for Gary. Let's take a look at your forecast with meteorologist Eric Gage, who it's pretty dry out right now.
Yeah,
but not for long.
Yeah, I got a dry morning, but we're going to see some rainfall this afternoon. So a bit of a brief quiet period here temporarily. Let's take a look at the radar right now. See how things are shaping up. First off, again, here's a view of the Mohawk Valley. And as Callahan mentioned, it's a quiet morning out there in the Mohawk Valley. But surrounding our area, to both our east and to our west, we got some green in the radars. We got some rain showers we're tracking. It's not heavy, but it's still a rain shower. Rain is falling for the most part here. Heading out from Rochester down toward Binghamton. There are some heavier rain showers toward Buffalo. This is from Lake Effect, a pretty significant Lake Effect band to our west. We'll continue to track that rain as we head throughout the afternoon. But again, here locally, it is a quiet morning out there. And while the weather is on the dry side this morning and rainfall moves this afternoon, we did have rain yesterday, in fact, overnight overnight the night before. And this was the scene from Mount Washington, the observatory there in New Hampshire. And about an inch of snow for the first time all season long. The atmosphere supports this type of setup in those highest elevations. A reminder, when we mentioned that cold air mass moving in, it means that the clouds way up in the sky are producing snow, and it's melting well before it reaches the ground. But you go up high enough, and that snow hasn't melted yet, and that was the case at Mount Washington. There could even be some snow showers, non-accumulating snow showers in the high peaks heading into tonight and tomorrow night. We'll, of course, talk about that here in a few minutes. But again, here locally today, we're in the 50s, a mixed bag of sun, clouds, rain. We're going to time out that lake effect rain tonight throughout the next few days coming up in a few minutes. Callahan?
All right, thank you, Eric. And don't forget, the Storm Track 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. A January
Channel 2 is brought to you by Holland Farms Bakery and Deli. This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Our photo of the day today takes us to Boonville. First time in quite a while we've been to Boonville, and a great shot here of the Village Park and the fall foliage in the beautiful zone there again in Boonville. An anonymous submission, so if you wish to receive credit for this photo, Of course, you can email us weather@wktv.com. Beyond this, if you have a photo like this of foliage, of nature, of a sunrise, you name it, you'd like to share with us, send it to wktv.com/weather/pics. You can go to the fall tab and submit your fall photo. We always love to see all these submissions. There have been so many great submissions over the past week and a half, and we have some more to show as we head throughout the rest of the week. Still, though, today it is a quiet morning here in the valley. Temperatures now starting to cool down a little bit, with the exception of Little Falls, still sitting at 48 degrees, but some spots in the 30s. We are tracking some scattered showers arriving this afternoon. We're going to time out those rain showers, especially with more notable lake effect rain arriving tomorrow. The details on that coming up in just a couple of minutes. Callahan?
Chobani is hosting its third year of Let's Eat Week to help combat food insecurity.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everybody. Time now is 6:51, and we begin with a live look at our radar where for much of this morning, it's been almost entirely dry, but that rainfall is really starting to develop, especially in western Oneida County, right along Route 8 in Shenango County, heading toward Otsego County there, and of course Madison County. Syracuse seeing some rain showers at this hour. We zoom out, and this is all driven in by lake effect rainfall. Now, we're not seeing the direct impacts from it, but the indirect impacts of all that moisture getting pushed in the lower levels. It is firing up some more showers along this line here, heading toward the Utica-Rome area. We zoom out a little bit, we can see that area of low pressure just over the upper peninsula of Michigan right there. And as this system moves its way east, it's going to produce some on and off rainfall for today, isolated lake effect rain tomorrow, and then scattered showers on Friday as that lake effect band moves south and it turns a little more scattered and a bit less focused on one location, which I'll show what that means here coming up in a second. Bigger picture shows that low pressure again. It is shifting its way east for the time being, and on top of that, notice these darker blues. This basically means that the air over us right now is, or at least way far enough aloft, is below freezing, allowing some of those highest elevations, like I showed you previously. Mount Washington saw its first inch of snow. The high peaks of the Adirondacks could see at least some snow, non-accumulating snow, move in heading to tonight, or especially tomorrow night, due to that cold air mass and again that lake effect moving over us. So let's zoom in here and see how things time out. So first, today, a few scattered showers mixed in with sunshine and clouds. It's a mixed bag of weather, conditions today. Then by tonight, a few lingering showers push through. Then isolated lake effect rain to our north. It's going to be dry tomorrow morning in the Mohawk Valley. That lake effect band sweeps south. We're going to see some rain showers in the evening commute. Then we'll see a few scattered showers overnight. Rain redevelops north again Friday morning, and then that rainfall begins to sweep south as we head into the afternoon. Scattered showers Friday evening, drying up a little bit as we head into Friday night. In terms of rainfall, no major updates. Still same story, just downwind of Lake Ontario, seeing the highest rainfall totals here locally in the state. That's reserved for south of Buffalo off of Lake Erie. 7-day forecast. It's cooler the next few days in the 40s and 50s. No major warm up or cool down. Pretty, at least slightly below average for October standards here. And again, we have some rain chances today, tomorrow, and on Friday. They're not complete washouts, but just keep that umbrella handy just in case.
I was going to say, just if you don't have the umbrella in your car, make sure you put it in your car for the next few days and leave it in there.
Yes, just to be safe.
Yes, just be safe, right? Thanks, Eric. It's National Chemistry Week, and folks at Masonic
Road projects, you see when we drive on them every day where it's needed.
Yes, especially personally, I drive sometimes on Route 88 in Otsego County. It definitely needs it. But yes, we've been tracking some rainfall this morning. It has dried up a little bit. Let's take a look at what's going on outside. In fact, as I mentioned, it's not expected to be a complete washout today. We are seeing some peaks of sunshine. This is the drier part of the day today. We take a look here at the temperature, 53 degrees, so it is on the cooler side this afternoon. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, a few isolated, very small showers mixing in just north of Utica and Rome. Some thunderstorms, by the way, out in just north of Albany. That's, of course, heading toward the Vermont area outside of New York State. We zoom out. We have this massive lake effect rain band taking place over Lake Erie. So far, not a whole lot of activity here on Lake Ontario, but you can see here, this is still a much larger system. We're not out of the woods of the rain showers just yet. Just expect some clouds to mix in with a few spotty showers this afternoon and this evening. High temperatures only in the mid-50s, and by tonight, we're going to see a chance of a passing shower yet again. Tomorrow, we'll be looking at more so lake effect rain, not just scattered showers, and we're going to track where that lake effect rain first starts up and then where it moves throughout the day coming up in a couple of minutes. Katrina?
Thank you so much, Eric. Brand new this afternoon.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking some clouds, even some peaks of sunshine here across the region. One location that's still a little damp at this hour is in Old Forge. Take a live view outside. Right along Route 28 near the trails right there toward First Lake. You can see here a bit damp surfaces here across the region. 44 degrees the temperature up in Old Forge. And that's due to, again, that rain shower that passed through earlier this morning. This afternoon, you can see this dry slot right here, but notice we are not out of the woods just yet. There's a broad area of low pressure to our west. That's going to produce those rain chances as we head throughout the afternoon and eventually into the overnight. So when it comes to rain chances, again, today, scattered showers. They're not widespread or steady. In fact, again, right now we are in that lull of rainfall activity. Tomorrow the rain is a little more isolated due to a more focused lake effect rain band. And then on Friday, we'll see the rain showers turn a little more scattered as we head into the afternoon. Lingering drizzle does slowly end as we approach the weekend on Saturday. So we look at the bigger picture here. There's that broad area of low pressure. This area is churning, producing some rainfall. And on top of that, I want to focus on the colors behind the clouds here. I might use a different graphic in the next half hour, one that hides the clouds here. You can kind of see more of the air mass in general. But either way, if you can see the dark blues, that means that the air around this location here above it is below freezing in the levels that can produce any precipitation. So when it comes to snow, it means that there's snow possible in those hilltops, or excuse me, the highest elevations in the mountains. For example, the high peaks areas of the Adirondacks could see some non-accumulating snow over the next couple of days as this rain system moves its way east. That's about it. You had in the farther lower elevations, we're not expecting any snowfall here locally. So on our Skycast this morning, those rain showers pushed through this afternoon. You can see that lull in activity this evening to tonight. A few more scattered showers begin to roll in. Overnight into tomorrow, we're going to see that rain band really begin to pick up north of the Mohawk Valley tomorrow morning. So if you're heading north or you currently live up north, it's going to be a rainy start to your day Thursday. That rain band is going to sweep its way south as we head throughout Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. Likely going to be a rainy evening commute here across the Mohawk Valley. Then in the late evening, a few more lingering scattered showers, and then a repeat on Friday. We have a rain band here to our north. That rain band remains stationary and then pushes south as we head throughout the day. with scattered showers expected Friday evening. And then that rainfall will progressively dry up with some lingering drizzle overnight into early Saturday. And so your 7-day forecast still looking rather unsettled the next few days. Spotty showers mixed in with clouds, and yes, even some peaks of sunshine. But either way, the long-term trend points to 40s and 50s, some cooler weather on tap here. Beyond that, though, we will be seeing some chances for sunshine next week. So, yes, it's cooler, but it's not rainy.
It's not the end of everything yet.
Yes, we still have some
saying.
sunshine on tap, so we're not done with the sun.
I think I'm still going and getting the winter coats out.
Yeah, it's
about time.
Yeah, it's that time of year, honestly.
All right. Thank you so much, Eric. Democratic Senator Jeff, looks like similar weather there as what we're seeing here. Cold, rainy, dreary, isn't it, Eric?
Yeah, got some cold weather. Enough for some squirrels to start looking for some food.
Yeah, before we get to this, what is this? Look at him. I've never seen one of those before.
This was submitted to us from Ilion, taken by Jamie here. And let's take this full screen so you can see what this is. It's a squirrel, but it's an albino squirrel. Now, last time I posted a picture of something that appeared to be albino, you guys corrected me. It was a white deer. It was not an albino deer. But this one, I asked everyone who were experts in the comments were able to let me know. This was definitely an albino squirrel. So this was taken again in Ilion. The way you can detect if an animal has a white fur versus albino, obviously the pigment here, the nails are different colors, the eyes are red, of course, as you can see here pictured. So interesting photo submission. Again, if you have some interesting photos of local animals or whatnot, just feel free to send it to us, weather@wktv.com. So this morning it was on the cloudy side in some locations, even some rain showers. But with this mixed bag of weather today, we are seeing some locations bring out some sunshine. Here's a live look at downtown Utica. We're at 55 degrees, so still a little cool out there, but for the time being, a few spotty showers, sunshine, clouds, you name it, just an interesting setup here today. Now, we will be seeing a low in the rainfall activity shortly, but as you can see here, there's more rain chances on the way. So still expect the chance of a passing shower as we head into the afternoon and this evening. There's a more predictable shot for rainfall in isolated locations tomorrow morning as that lake effect rain band begins to move in. We're going to track that rainfall. We'll see where it moves, and we'll have the latest on that hour-by-hour forecast for rain coming up in a couple of minutes. Katrina?
Thank you, Eric. Stay tuned.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, we're still tracking some rain showers, a few pockets of those showers moving throughout the area. Before we get to that, though, I want to take a quick look at what Delta Lake Reservoir looks like right now. Look at the water level there with how low, or at least how, how low our rainfall rates have been recently. This is not a surprise. The reservoir is, of course, going down right here. This was sent in by Lisa. Again, you can see just out in the distance there, incredibly low levels here. Still, though, it's a bit damp in parts of our area where showers have rolled through. There's a live view in Old Forge this noontime, temperature at 46, so it's a cooler afternoon here across the region. York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 radar shows a few areas of dry conditions here locally. We zoom out the radar and satellite, and here you can see the back end of the system producing some wraparound showers, maybe even a few rumbles of thunder, which are taking place north of Albany, but that's isolated mainly out there due to that frontal boundary. In terms of rainfall here locally, scattered showers possible today. Again, not steady rain, just a few pockets of rain mixed in with isolated rain showers tomorrow, and then turning more scattered as we head into Friday before things gradually dry out throughout the weekend. So we look at the system moving its way eastward. As you can see here, we've got some pockets of rainfall moving in, mainly lake effect setting up tomorrow. It's going to be wobbling back and forth north and south as we progress throughout the next couple of days. In fact, let's zoom in here. Let's time it out here on the Skycast. So This morning, a few spotty showers, temperatures in the 50s this afternoon with a pocket of a shower or two heading into this evening and tonight. By tomorrow morning, we're going to see that lake effect band begin to set up in a lot more organized fashion up north. Tomorrow morning, it's raining up north, it's dry in the Mohawk Valley, and mainly dry south. A few clouds, maybe some light drizzle from Lake Erie. Then throughout the afternoon, that rain band sweeps its way south. It's going to be a rainy evening commute here in the Mohawk Valley as that lake effect band continues its way south. A few scattered showers Thursday overnight, and then Friday morning, rain showers off of Lake Ontario to our north. That rainfall will again sweep its way south throughout the day, scattered showers in the evening, and then that rainfall begins to taper off overnight. So in terms of rainfall totals, just like yesterday, I shared this map. No major differences here. Those highest totals are downwind of Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. Highest totals in the state are still expected right here, potentially 2, 2.5, 3 inches of rain south of Buffalo. Here locally, the yellow areas, ½ inch to 1 inch. Orange areas, 1 inch to 2 inches, which again are a few isolated spots. 7-day forecast, rain chances the next couple of days. That rain will taper off with some light drizzle Saturday, drying up a little bit on Sunday, and then more sunshine arrives next week. So yes, it's cooler. Yes, it's raining in the short term, but we do have some sunshine on the way again.
And we can't complain because there was a very long stretch that we saw no rain.
We can't complain. It was almost historic, the amount of sun and no rain we saw. So it's finally starting to catch up a little bit.
Here it is. All right. Thank you so much, Eric. We'll be back after this.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis is tracking your forecast.
So we've got some rain that's returning and cooler weather. Let's take a look at the radar this evening. I'm looking to the west. This is all lake effect rain. The heaviest is out towards Buffalo. The winds are aligning from the southwest, and which means this is going to impact areas north of the Mohawk Valley as we head into this evening. And it won't stay there, though. This will eventually drop southward tomorrow, and that will bring us scattered showers and in some cases some heavier rain. Cloudy skies, current temperature 53. It's been a very changeable weather day. We've been seeing some sunshine, clouds are returning, and we're going to stay cloudy with lake effect rain as we head into tonight, the heaviest of which will stay north. This weather pattern sticks around for a couple of days, but in general, we'll see a return to sunshine heading into this weekend. Temperatures in the low 50s to upper 40s this evening, cloudy, showers moving in. Again, tracking a couple of gloomy days ahead, but there's some light at the end of the tunnel. We've got to look at the forecast coming out. Back over to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. A month into a new...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We are tracking lake effect rain showers that will impact the rest of this evening and a good portion of Thursday and Friday. It's going to be localized, so it's not going to affect everyone. It's a live look in downtown Utica. Live look at the Airfield Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, some scattered showers out there. The bulk of this is developing and moving in from the west, and you can clearly see how things are shaping out towards Buffalo and Toronto. This is coming off of a southwest wind. And it is producing some locally heavy rain. So what's going to happen over the course of the next few hours is we'll see a response from Lake Ontario. We will see some rain develop here up towards Watertown, and then the winds will be changing direction. We're into the west, and that will bring some of that lake effect southward heading into tomorrow. Rainfall outlook, scattered showers tomorrow. Same thing with Friday. There's an isolated chance Saturday, but I don't really think it's a big deal. It's just more of a lingering amount of lake effect rain. We definitely could use the rain. This was the Delta Lake Reservoir taken yesterday by Lisa, and just the water levels are just incredibly low. There's the dock right here. And this dock's been pushed way down compared to what it was. The water level is typically right along the tree line. So it is down many, many feet. And again, rain chances ahead will help. Sunset times, take a look at this. Almost 6 o'clock is our sunset nowadays. It continues to get earlier and earlier. And in just a week and a half, we're going to be changing the clocks. We're going to go from from daylight saving time to standard time, which means we gain daylight in the beginning of the day, but we lose it at the end. And so we'll see sunsets closer to 4:30 heading into November and early December. As we look at the bigger picture, clouds, scattered showers, low pressure driving all of this. And with this area of low pressure drifting to the east, that will produce some lake effect rain showers here. Again, primarily north of the Mohawk Valley. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, overnight lows drop down into the 40s. We're tracking scattered showers here on Thursday. Again, that band is primarily to the north. Temperatures will be in the 50s here, but where it's raining, look at how different it's expected to be. You've got 57 in Utica and then 41 in Old Forge. That band of rainfall is going to knock the temperature down easily by 10 degrees. So plan on big changes in the weather tomorrow with those showers coming in. It may feel semi-comfortable in the sunshine, but that rain is going to make it feel cold. And again, that rain drops southward heading into Thursday evening, scattered showers Thursday night. And again, you can see more lake effect rain showers heading into Friday with temperatures in the 50s. Tonight, cloudy passing shower, low 42. Tomorrow, scattered lake effect rain showers, 53 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Cloudy showers Friday, 49. We're expecting a return to sunshine as we head into the weekend, and it looks pretty nice. It might be cloudy on Saturday most of the day, but then we should get some sunshine Sunday, and the weather next week looks nice, typical, highs in the 50s. Yeah,
As long as that sun is shining,
makes the difference.
makes a
Yeah.
difference.
All right, thank you, Bill. Tourists welcome the
Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
So I got a treat today, and I want to give a shout out to Kristen Scalise for this very delicious cookie. I got a chance to visit the 3rd grade class today at General Herkimer Elementary School. I'll have the picture of the kids coming up in a few minutes, but I wanted to give her a shout out and take a look at this. This is a fun cookie. It says meteorologist guy, noun, like a normal guy, but cooler. It's really cool. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A few scattered showers out there. We are tracking lake effect rain as we head into the next couple of days, and we have a couple of cool days ahead too, especially Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Temperatures only near 50 degrees. If you're taking the dog out for a walk this evening, it's a bit of a breeze, cloudy skies, a very typical weather for this time of the year. Tucker from Utica is tonight's featured dog hit. And if you want to be part of this, you can head to Skycast WKTV on Facebook. This is brought to you by Nissan. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. It's possible you've had their baby.
You need to know. Will they need a jacket? An umbrella? What should your kids wear to school tomorrow? Get the bus stop forecast only from Storm Tracker 2. Brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group. The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We are tracking cloudy skies and cooler weather along with some lake effect rain showers. Getting a little bit of sunshine in Oneonta, but that's the exception rather than the rule. Most of us are seeing cloudy skies. And we are tracking lake effect rain to the west. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Some of the heaviest rain is out towards and just south of Buffalo, as well as crossing over the western half of Lake Ontario. This is going to align into the west and produce heavier rain towards Watertown into tonight. We were going to watch this band off of Erie that may occasionally try to give us a few showers here heading into tonight. Scattered showers will continue through tomorrow and Friday. Lake effect rain winds down Friday night into Saturday, but there could still be a few lingering showers early, and we are completely dry heading into Sunday. Wanted to give a shout out to the 3rd grade class at General Herkimer Elementary School. I had a great crowd today. We had a lot of fun looking at all kinds of different weather. They brought their questions. They had them in index cards, which is always good because they're prepared. And again, it was a really good time. And we're expecting the weather to change here. We're talking about that in class today, about how we predict weather and how that changes quite a bit this time of the year. Whitesboro, 52 degrees. Westford, 46. Barneveld, 48. Gray, 47. Curtis, 47 degrees. Ilion, 52. 49 in Cooperstown. And yes, there are a few of you missing this evening. I'll get the rest of the reports in. Was just a little distracted during the commercial break. It happens. So you look at the bigger picture. We're tracking some scattered showers from low pressure that's moving in from the west. We are going to continue to see lake effect rain showers here heading into tonight. Overnight lows are going to drop down into the 40s. The lake effect rain will be primarily to the north as we head into Thursday morning. That is going to continue throughout most of the day. When it drops south into the Mohawk Valley, it's going to have a tremendous influence on temperature. I mean, really, wherever it is, it's going to be about 10 degrees colder in that band of lake effect rain. So when the sun's out, it's going to be in the 50s. It won't be too bad of a day. When it's raining, it is going to have a chill, that bone chilling effect that rain has, especially tomorrow along with the wind. And the lake effect rain will continue into Friday. Cloudy, a passing shower, low of 42. Tomorrow, cloudy, scattered showers, highs in the low 50s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Showers Friday, 49. Cloudy skies to start the weekend. Again, it could see a couple of sprinkles early Saturday, but again, most of it's dry. Sunday, partly sunny, 50. And we're looking at sunshine and a nice weather pattern early next week with highs in the low 50s. We'll be right back.
Kristen Copeland and Jason Powers.
While lawmakers duke it out and dig in their heels in Washington, 10
Forecast at 6 with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
We're tracking some rain showers that are moving in from the west. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The heaviest of which is out towards Buffalo, but we will see another band develop over Lake Ontario as we head into this evening. This will set up across the North Country, and that will be the primary focus of some of the heavier rain. But we will see some showers here from Lake Erie over the next couple of days. Current temperature 50 degrees. We're tracking lake effect rain. Cloudy, unsettled weather over the next couple of days, and sunshine returns as we head into the weekend. This evening, temperatures in the low 50s, cloudy, a few showers will be developing. We're tracking, again, some unsettled weather where that lake effect rain is expected to move throughout the day tomorrow. We're going to look at the forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
new at 6. New York State is
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look in downtown Utica. Clouds have lingered around. We saw a changeable weather day, a decent amount of sunshine earlier, but now the lake effect clouds are settling in, and this is how things will be for the next couple of days. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Not a whole lot of activity yet, but you can kind of see how things will be unfolding here as we head into this evening. This is a band of developing lake effect rain. This one's off of Erie. This one is off of Ontario. It's both producing locally heavy rainfall. The one from Lake Erie could occasionally impact our area, primarily from Utica and points north. But eventually, as the winds change direction, the one from Ontario will be the primary driver of our weather as we head into tomorrow as the winds shift from the southwest to the west. Scattered showers around tomorrow and Friday, isolated showers Saturday as lake effect slowly dies off, and then Sunday looks completely dry. I want to give a shout out to the 3rd grade class at General Herkimer Elementary School. Got a chance to visit the group today and chat about weather. Our sunset times continue to get earlier and earlier. Tonight's sunset 6:06. That already happened. Can't believe that. 5:56 next week, and then we change the clocks in just a week and a half. We'll see our first sunset before 5 o'clock, and that's where it's going to stay. The sunset will be before 5 o'clock for 67 days. We're going to get through that stretch before things start to get a little bit brighter. One thing at a time, though. Skywatchers. Whitesboro, 56 degrees, or 52 rather. West Leiden, 46. Barneveld, 48. Norway, Donna, 50. Ilion, 52. And here's the rest of the group. Skenevis, 53. Worcester, 51. And Westford with 49. Bigger picture shows a low pressure to the west, slowly pushing in as the winds change direction is going to kick off lake effect rain. Again, tonight the bands are generally north. Overnight lows drop down into the low 40s. Tomorrow, you can tell where that band is. That lake effect rain will be falling heaviest to the north. Across the Mohawk and Southern Valleys, can't rule out a few sprinkles from Lake Erie, but most of the day doesn't look too bad. That band drops south, and that's when the weather changes. When this rain moves in, it is going to feel cold. That raw, damp feeling is going to come in as those showers roll through. We'll go from 50s to low 40s, and that rain will eventually come to an end. but it's going to come through again as we head into Friday. Tonight, cloudy, passing shower, low 42. Tomorrow, cloudy, scattered showers, high 53. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather looks better over the weekend. Cloudy skies Saturday, maybe a sprinkle early. Sunshine is expected throughout the rest of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not seeing any big storms on the horizon. Very typical temperatures in the low 50s.
All right, Bill, thank you.
Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis with a first look at the forecast. Before we get too far, those energy kits, they work.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've used them on our windows and whenever. They work, and you know what winter can be like around here.
Yeah, you got to find ways of getting through it.
What do you got here?
This is looks like a wing.
It does.
Yeah, doesn't it? This is called a lenticular cloud. So this is caused by stable, slowly rising air over a mountain.
Oh.
So you don't see the mountain in this picture, but this picture is from Ruth in Morris, and it's got those ripple effects because the air slowly moves over the mountain. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
You are a professor. I'm telling you, that's great stuff.
Yeah, so pretty cool stuff in the sky. A little bit of sunshine today. We're not going to see as much sunshine tomorrow. We've got clouds on the way and lake effect rain showers. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, there are a couple of sprinkles out there this evening. Heavier lake effect rain to the west. Temperature-wise, we're sitting at 47 degrees. Light rain being reported at Griffiths. And our weather headlines. Again, lake effect rain showers tomorrow. Friday, sunshine returns for the weekend, and a nice stretch of weather is ahead. Temperatures tonight drop into the mid-40s. Might be a little bit of heat tomorrow morning, but not for long. We're tracking a cooler, cloudy day tomorrow. We'll look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight for the
WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look in downtown Utica. Pretty quiet night so far, but we are tracking some lake effect rain showers, and there's more activity to the west. We zoom the picture out, and we can see what's going on. This is lake effect rain. You can see these bands coming off of Lake Erie as well as Lake Ontario. There's a change in the wind direction. And we are going to see a lot more activity in our area as we head into tonight as well as tomorrow. In fact, could even linger into Saturday morning. So we've included that as an isolated chance. Sunday looks dry. We could definitely use the rain. This picture from Hinkley Reservoir by Zach. This was taken earlier this week. Water levels way down, and you can see how that's changed the landscape here. As we should, again, get some rain here over the next couple of days. Sunset times continue to get earlier and earlier. We are only a week and a half away from the clock change, and we go back to standard time, which means our sunsets will be before 5 o'clock. Showers across upstate New York, temperatures in the 40s this evening. We've got cooler air building in from the west, all thanks to an area of low pressure, which is going to slide to the east. And as it moves, the wind direction is going to change as the winds spiral counterclockwise around the low. And again, we're tracking showers here heading into tonight. Temperatures will fall into the 40s. Tomorrow is going to be one of those very changeable weather days in the sense that we get the sunshine, it feels pretty comfortable, there'll be a breeze, but it won't be too bad. But then when the rain eventually returns, and it's going to be at different times for different areas, it'll start across the North Country and then work its way southward throughout the afternoon. As that rain comes down, it's going to get cold. It's going to feel damp and raw. And you can see the temperature here, 41 Old Forge, 57 in Utica, again, due to the rainfall. And then it drops into the 40s here in the afternoon. So, again, a changeable weather day. We get to do this again on tomorrow night as well as Friday with more lake effect rain. Temperatures, again, we're right around 50 degrees, but that fluctuates just depending on whether or not it's raining. Tonight, cloudy, passing shower, low 42. Tomorrow, lake effect rain showers, temperatures in the low 50s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Temperatures in the upper 40s Friday, lingering showers. Saturday, an isolated shower, but I think the majority of the day is dry, mostly cloudy, 50 for the high. Partly sunny Sunday, 50. The weather next week looks nice. Highs in the low to mid 50s, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll be right back.
Time now for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. No need to insulate the house just yet. We're not in winter yet, but there's some pretty cool pictures out there from when the sun came out today for a little while.
Yeah, this was a beautiful shot. This is called the lenticular cloud. This was taken by Ruth and Morris. So you've got stable air that's moving very slowly upward in the mountains.
It's like a wing.
Yeah, the mountains kind of create this ripple effect. So
Cool.
pretty neat to see that in the sky today. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more sunshine tomorrow, but I think it's going to be harder to do because of the lake effect clouds. We are tracking a few scattered showers out there this evening. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The majority of the showers are still to the west, but they will be moving in tonight. Current temperature is 49 degrees, cloudy skies, a light breeze. Lake effect rain showers will be moving in. Sunshine returns over the weekend, and we do have some nicer weather early next week. Tonight, might need the heat late. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. We're tracking lake effect rain showers tomorrow and Friday. I've got to look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look in downtown Utica. It is a pretty quiet night. A couple of sprinkles are approaching from the west. It's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We go further to the west and we can see some steadier, heavier rain. And I'm going to step aside here to widen the view out here just to show you what's going on. Bigger picture, there's a change in wind direction, and that is affecting the position of what's developing lake effect rain. Lake effect showers around tomorrow and Friday, just the chance of an isolated shower Saturday morning before the levels drop, and we're looking at dry weather Sunday. Levels are low, water levels are very low. This is Hinckley Reservoir, this picture from Zach. This was taken earlier this week, and yes, we definitely could use the rain. The reservoirs are, of course, man-made, so the water levels are being drawn too. We got to keep that in mind. Sunset times, today it was 6:06. Next week it's 5:56, and then we change the clocks. A week and a half from today, we go from daylight saving time to standard time, and our sunset times will be an hour earlier, but our sunrise times will also be an hour earlier. We'll get sunrise times back to before 7 a.m. Pretty soon. Scattered showers, temperatures in the upper 40s this evening. Again, we're tracking an area of low pressure that's going to slowly push in from the west, and this is going to drive our weather for the next couple of days. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. We are tracking lake effect rain tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be one of those days, and I'll stop this Skycast at 1 o'clock to illustrate this, where it's not raining and there's sunshine, which will be happening tomorrow, especially in parts of the Mohawk Valley. Temperatures will climb into the 50s, and actually will feel like a pretty nice day, although breezy. But where it's raining, it's going to feel cold, and it's going to feel damp with that lake effect rain. Look at Old Forge 41. Then watch what happens when this band moves through. It drops the temperature by 10 degrees. So it's going to be a pretty significant drop as the rain moves in, and that's the type of day we'll be having tomorrow. Tomorrow night, more scattered showers. We do this again on Friday. Again, lake effect rain to the north, and that will also drop to the south heading into Friday afternoon. So again, just a generally unsettled weather pattern for the next 2 days. Cloudy skies, a passing shower, a low of 42. Cloudy skies, scattered showers, highs in the low 50s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Clouds, scattered showers Friday, 49. Temperatures near 50 on Saturday and Sunday. Could see a sprinkle early Saturday, but again, it's mostly a dry weekend. Beautiful stretch of weather early next week.
Looks like a great weekend to get out and enjoy the fall weather while we still can.
For sure, yeah.
All right, thank you, Bill. Coming up next, what to